For the first time, my eyes were opened and I read the gospel completely new and fresh, that I realized that the Gospel of John must be a Kabbalistic text. The esoteric teachings of the gospel must be rooted in Kabbalah. Hello and welcome back to Jesus is Soul. My name is Shimon Klinger and this channel is dedicated to bringing you the secrets that are encoded in the Gospel of John. Welcome to the fifth and final video of the introductory series where I'm introducing who I am. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification button. We are trying to grow this channel and get this information to as many people as possible. Your support really helps. I hope you enjoy. So in the last video, I talked about a very long and extensive recovery process. That recovery process took over 13 years. Basically, I was in therapy for a very long time. And it sort of ended when I found forgiveness towards my father and was able to resolve my sexuality, some fears that I had been carrying with me basically my entire adult life. At the end of that process, I finally found Kabbalah as a spiritual home. Now, as I was going through that process, I had developed sort of my own spiritual patchwork theology based upon everything that made sense. So when I found Kabbalah and went to my first Kabbalah class, I was shocked, because that patchwork theology that I had sort of developed on my own was being taught back to me. And in this seeking process that I went through, I never forgot about the teachings of Jesus. Now, I definitely did not align with the teachings of the church, but I found that the teachings of Jesus somehow were different than the messages that were given to us in church. I was in the unique situation where I had left the church and left the teachings of the church. I did not consider myself a Christian, but I could not and would not leave the teachings of Jesus. I was able to look at the teachings of Jesus in a fresh new way, completely untethered by the teachings of the church. And it was through the vehicle of Kabbalah that I was able to pierce the veil of the literal topical stories of Jesus. So let's take a moment and talk about Kabbalah. Kabbalah predates all religion, including Judaism. So Kabbalah is a set of spiritual laws that describe how to live the best life in this world, and also how to bring about the end of pain, suffering, and death. Maybe how to bring about the second coming of Jesus. Kabbalah teaches that those spiritual principles that are known as Kabbalah, they were originally given to Abraham the patriarch, and in fact, Kabbalah teaches that the wisdom extends all the way back to Abraham the patriarch, and was also given to his son Isaac, and to Isaac's son Jacob, and eventually also given in an oral form to Moses at Sinai. So not only was the written Torah given at Sinai, but a secret tradition was also given at that point in time. Kabbalah also boldly teaches that because it existed before the formation of any religion, that it is also the heart of all religions, including all of the Eastern religions, certainly because Christianity and Islam extend from the teachings of Abraham, that the core, the seed teachings of both of those religions were Kabbalah. So again, at this point in my life, I was pouring myself into my newfound spiritual home of Kabbalah. And then one night, I was sitting at home, I was reading the Gospels, and then suddenly, as if a key was given to me, I read the Gospel of John differently. The key to understand it in a completely new and different way that also completely aligned with the teachings of Kabbalah. It aligned so much that I realized that the Gospel of John must be a Kabbalistic text, and that what Ospensky alluded to, the esoteric teachings of the gospel must be rooted in Kabbalah. For the first time, my eyes were opened and I read the gospel completely new and fresh, and obviously it changed me completely. And the more and more I found Kabbalah, the more and more I heard my soul asking me to convert. So after a very long and lengthy consideration process, several years ago, I listened to the voice of my soul and ended up converting. However, being a Jew and teaching the words of Jesus are not contradictory at all. They might be contradictory if we look from the standpoint of religion, right? From the religious standpoint, Jews and Christians are different. But from the standpoint of spirituality, which is what the heart of both Kabbalah and the secret teachings of the Gospel of John teach, spirituality is different. Spirituality is a continual process of first identifying our soul within, of realizing that our soul is born from the light of the Creator, that within each of us we exist in God, and continually drawing closer and closer and closer to that. And when we listen to our voice of our soul, it will tell us to do certain things that may be comfortable and may not be comfortable. And at this point in time, my soul was telling me, was asking me to go through this conversion process. So in my mind, being an Orthodox Jew and teaching these secret teachings of Jesus are not contradictory at all. In fact, they go hand in hand. It is with great merit and honor that I am able to also share with you some of the findings and conclusions that have been given to me about the Gospel of John. And maybe this wisdom will be able to resonate with you in the same way that it has resonated with me. Maybe through this wisdom you will find ways of accessing a better life, a more fulfilling life, and will be able to access the voice of your soul in ways that you've never done before. This is the original intent of Kabbalah. This is the original intent of the messages that exist underneath the topical historical stories of Jesus. I look forward to bringing them to you in the coming videos. In the next videos, we will begin the process of understanding the Gospel of John in a new and different way. And God willing, you will have the access and tools to be able to draw closer and closer to your soul. God bless you guys. I love all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I look forward to teaching you guys in the future. If you like what you have seen, and if you are excited about hearing about the secret teachings of Jesus, be sure to hit the like button, be sure to hit the subscribe button, be sure to hit the notification bell, and that way you will not miss any of the upcoming videos in this series. Goodbye everyone, love you all.